Yo, what's up everyone? I'm Rezo and welcome to my Pokemon channel. Today we're going to be talking about I Choose You, the 20th Pokemon movie. Let's jump right in. First off, the movie is a nostalgia flick through and through. If it attempted to be much more than that, it failed miserably. Ash's traveling companions, they're the most poorly developed thing in a movie that I've ever seen. We learned very little about them. We learned like a vague fact about Verity, the girl. Like her mother is a famous Pokemon trainer. It looked like it might be Cynthia, but it was very vague and BS kind of crap. I don't care that Brock and Misty were missing. I mean, I could deal with that if they took the time to flesh these characters out. But I think if they had Brock and Misty there, at least people who know who Brock and Misty are, they could have like filled in the gaps of the lack of character development into just assuming it's the Brock and Misty they know. It still would have been a crappy movie, like objectively, but you know, at least people could have pretended it wasn't, if that makes sense. Now on to Cross. I feel like they did an okay job with Cross. Cross was definitely more like Paul than Damien. I would say that is good and bad. I think they should have given him the annoying accent, but otherwise it's good that they know what their good stories are. So I think it's worth highlighting Cross, but I wish he didn't get the typical Pokemon treatment where the bad guy becomes the good guy, because this guy was a piece of crap through and through. There's nothing good about the guy, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's the good guy in the end, despite having that chance in the end to become the good guy. And then he just takes the magical rainbow feather away from Ash, and after getting beaten in a battle, and goes and like dooms the world with it. What the hell? It was very, very goofy stuff. But there are characters who I think were improved here. One of them is Ash. Not that he was developed better, but I think he was treated better. I think that he was stronger. He actually earned his badges, but the only character that really is improved here, in my opinion, is Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, because it doesn't make sense for a Pokemon that was abandoned, that was its life was saved by Ash, for Ash to take that Pokemon in, and for that Pokemon to just start not obeying him. I understand that they were going off game rules at the time, but does that make sense in the real universe? It doesn't make sense in our universe. If you had like an animal that was that smart, it would not just start disobeying you and being a little asshole to you. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. Now on to the story. The movie just flies by. It doesn't dedicate much time to anything other than nostalgia. It's just nostalgia through and through, flying by. It hurts some giant moments too, because this Butterfree moment, like this is a moment that like ruined people's childhoods. It was one of those moments that like stuck in everyone who's my age, everyone who's about 30. This is like something they remember about their childhood. This like scarred us, okay? And this story in here is just, Ash kind of catches Butterfree in like a montage, or Caterpie in a montage. And he just evolves kind of quickly without like anything really important happening. It is kind of goofy. If I had to sum up the movie quickly, I would just say that it's too fast and too much relying on rehashing previous content that was handled better. So they're just relying on the good things from the past. Either watch it for nostalgia or watch it not at all. Do not watch it. Period. Nostalgia or don't watch it. That's my advice. But I will say that the kids in the audience, they seem to have fun, and some of like the sadder moments that didn't hit home with the adults did hit home with the kids. Some of these sad moments, like I went into the theater thinking I was going to be crying. I really did. I thought that I would cry. I was betting my friends around 5 times, and it turned out to be 0, because everything was just done so quickly. It was pretty ridiculous. But anyway, Now on to the elephant in the room, which I think some people will know what that is, and that is that Pikachu talked in this movie in a sort of maybe hallucination, maybe not moment. Pikachu talked to Ash. A lot of people are very angry about this. I'm not very angry about it at all, but of course it could have been done better. And they need to take risks, guys. That's something that needs to be understood. After 20 years of content, although I do think that there are things that they can do, there are stories left for them to tell. But after 20 years of content, is it that surprising that they've done this? I'm surprised they didn't do it before. You know, the only thing that I was really worried about going in, because I didn't think it was going to be that bad. You know, I thought it would actually be kind of touching, but the only thing I was really worried about was who would voice it, how the voice would sound. Because if that voice was off, oh boy, that would have ruined the whole thing entirely. But I guess just the fact that Pikachu talked was enough to ruin it for a lot of people. It didn't really ruin it for me. But I will say that I was maybe expecting that cringe-tastic voice. And you know what would have been really, really cringe-tastic? If it was Veronica Taylor doing the Ash voice as Pikachu. Oh my god, that would have been cringe-tastic as hell. But anyway, that'll do it for today, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon content. Like this video if you liked it. Like this video if you disliked it. And let me know in the comment section what you thought of this movie. Did it ruin your childhood? Or was it just very nostalgic? Or is this a first-time thing for you? Are you young and this is a first-time movie? Did you like it? Was it bad? Was it good? What do you think? My Facebook and Twitter URLs are in the description. Peace out, cats.